Hello everyone, this is the Earth Archives. Many people say that during the Great Depression, although the pain was also a time of wealth reshuffle, please help subscribe, like and turn on the little bell before the program starts. This will help the Earth Archives grow. The program begins. In the bleakest depths of the Great Depression in 1933, when unemployment surged past 20% and America's gross domestic product plummeted by an unprecedented 30%, the economic landscape seemed dominated by despair. Yet, amidst this turmoil, a select few not only survived but thrived, their fortunes growing in stark contrast to the pervasive suffering. This is the story of how visionaries like William Boeing and Walter Chrysler turned adversity into opportunity. William Boeing, the founder of the Boeing Aircraft Company, was a prime example of resilience and strategic foresight. As the aviation industry began to take flight in the 1930s, Boeing capitalized on the burgeoning demand for passenger air travel. His company, initially focused on manufacturing aircraft, expanded into operating airlines, creating a vertically integrated empire. Despite the economic downturn, Boeing's investments in aviation technology and infrastructure paid off, laying the foundation for a future industry giant. The federal government's eventual intervention, which forced a breakup of his empire, did little to tarnish the legacy of his foresight and strategic prowess during those challenging times. Similarly, Walter Chrysler, the dynamic force behind the Chrysler Corporation, navigated the stormy waters of the Great Depression with remarkable acumen. Faced with plummeting sales of luxury vehicles, Chrysler pivoted by cutting costs and enhancing efficiency. His focus on improving passenger comfort and introducing affordable models resonated with consumers. While many car manufacturers struggled, Chrysler's introduction of the Plymouth brand proved prescient. Sales soared as Americans, constrained by their finances, flocked to more economical options. Chrysler's market share leaped from 9% in 1929 to an impressive 24% in 1933, overtaking Ford to become the nation's second-largest car company. These stories of Boeing and Chrysler illustrate how the Great Depression, despite its overwhelming hardships, was also a period where innovation and strategic thinking could yield extraordinary success. Their achievements highlight the profound impact of vision and adaptability in the face of economic adversity. Joseph Kennedy Sr., Stocks, Movies and Spirits. Joseph Kennedy Sr., a name synonymous with financial acumen and Hollywood glamour, carved out a formidable legacy during the volatile era of the 1920s and 1930s. His journey from stock market magnate to movie mogul paints a vivid portrait of strategic brilliance and audacious risk-taking. In the roaring 1920s, Kennedy amassed a fortune in the stock market, leveraging his keen instincts and, some say, insider knowledge. His success in the unregulated stock market of the time was marked by shrewd moves, including market manipulation and insider trading. As Wall Street teetered on the brink of collapse, Kennedy, ever the strategist, anticipated the impending crash. He liquidated most of his stock holdings before the market crashed in 1929 and capitalized on the decline by selling short, betting against the market and profiting as stock prices plummeted. Kennedy's financial prowess extended beyond the stock market. In 1926, he ventured into Hollywood, purchasing a struggling movie studio. Through consolidation and streamlining, Kennedy revitalized the studio system, churning out low-budget films with newfound efficiency. His innovations and savvy management turned the studio's fortunes around, netting him $5 million in profits by 1931, according to the National Park Service. Despite the economic upheaval of the Great Depression, Kennedy's wealth continued to grow. In the waning days of Prohibition, he secured a lucrative contract to become the exclusive American importer of Scotch whiskey and gin from British distillers like Dewar's and Gordon's. This deal, often misinterpreted as evidence of bootlegging, significantly contributed to Kennedy's financial ascent. By 1935, his fortune had skyrocketed from $4 million in 1929 to an astounding $180 million. J. Paul Getty, Oil Stocks and Real Estate. In the midst of the Great Depression, when the world seemed to crumble around him, oil tycoon J. Paul Getty adhered to a simple yet profound business strategy: buy when everyone else is selling, and hold on until everyone else is buying. Getty, who had already made his first $1 million in the oil industry more than a decade earlier, demonstrated this philosophy with a steadfast commitment to seizing opportunities when others were paralyzed by fear. As the stock market plunged into chaos in 1929, Getty chose not to attend the golden wedding anniversary celebration of his parents. Instead, he immersed himself in the heart of Wall Street, joining brokers, investors, and speculators in their financial anguish. It was a decision rooted in his belief that the tumultuous times presented unparalleled investment opportunities. With businesses scrambling for cash and stock prices plummeting, Getty saw a chance to acquire undervalued assets. He focused on distressed oil stocks and real estate, guided by his conviction that it is the opportunity of a lifetime to get oil companies for practically nothing. His strategic purchases included the Pacific Western Oil Company and shares in Tidewater Associated Oil Company, which was then the 9th largest oil company in the country. Getty's gamble paid off handsomely. The shares of Tidewater, which he had acquired for a mere $2.12 each, soared to over $20 within 5 years. This dramatic increase not only validated Getty's approach but also positioned him to build an oil empire that would rival even the legendary John D. Rockefeller's. J. Paul Getty's resilience and strategic foresight during the Great Depression transformed what many saw as a time of despair into a period of unprecedented opportunity. His ability to capitalize on the market's lowest moments underscored his mastery in navigating and thriving amidst economic adversity. Mae West, movie stardom. In the heart of the Great Depression, when financial despair gripped the nation, a spark of glamour and laughter lit up the silver screen. That spark was Mae West, whose rise to stardom was nothing short of extraordinary. Entering the film industry at 39 in 1932, West had already carved out a formidable career in vaudeville, burlesque, and Broadway, where she not only performed but also wrote her own plays. West's cinematic debut came when Paramount Studios, on the brink of bankruptcy, took a chance on her. The studio signed her for the film She Done Him Wrong in 1933, an adaptation of her Broadway hit Diamond Lil. The film's resounding success was a game-changer, not only rescuing Paramount from the edge of collapse but also propelling West into the limelight. By the mid-1930s, West was commanding $300,000 per role and $100,000 per screenplay, making her the highest-paid entertainer in Hollywood and the highest-paid woman in the country. West's unique blend of wit, grit, and unabashed sexuality captivated audiences and brought a new level of sophistication and sass to the silver screen. Her strong female leads resonated with viewers during a time when the movie industry was desperately seeking both escapism and innovation. However, her reign was not to last indefinitely. As the 1930s wore on, West's risque performances began to clash with the increasingly stringent Hollywood censors. The very qualities that made her a star also led to her decline as her boldness was deemed too provocative for the era's conservative tastes. Mae West's legacy remains a testament to her trailblazing spirit and indomitable presence. Even in an era marked by economic hardship, her star shone brightly, offering a dazzling escape from the realities of the Great Depression and leaving an indelible mark on Hollywood's golden age. Charles Clinton Spaulding, insurance. Amid the turmoil of the Great Depression, Charles Clinton Spaulding emerged as a beacon of resilience and innovation. At the helm of North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance Company, Spaulding transformed what was once a struggling enterprise into America's largest black-owned business. Founded in 1898, the company faced severe challenges until Spaulding took charge with a visionary approach to sales and marketing. When Spaulding joined the company, it operated from a modest corner of a doctor's office. With Spaulding's leadership, the company expanded its offerings beyond life insurance to include fire insurance, banking, and mortgage services. Under his stewardship, North Carolina Mutual grew into a 6-story office building that became the centerpiece of Durham, North Carolina's Black Wall Street, a thriving hub of African American entrepreneurship and economic power. As the Great Depression deepened, African Americans faced disproportionately high unemployment rates, and Spaulding's success became a symbol of black economic strength and resilience. His leadership extended beyond business as he played a significant role in advising President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the composition of his Black Cabinet, a group of influential African American advisors. Spaulding's influence and success during this challenging era earned him recognition as the living black symbol of the New South, according to the Complete Encyclopedia of African American History. His story is a testament to how strategic vision and determination can forge paths of prosperity even in the darkest times, making Charles Clinton Spaulding an enduring figure of inspiration and achievement. Michael Cullen, groceries. Before the 1930s, grocery shopping was a far cry from today's modern experience. Consumers visited small corner stores, where limited inventories were retrieved by clerks from behind counters. However, the Great Depression brought about dramatic changes in consumer behavior and needs. Michael Cullen, an enterprising employee of Kroger Grocery, saw an opportunity for innovation. With the economic strain of the era, Cullen proposed a revolutionary concept: self-service grocery stores that featured extensive selections, discount prices, and ample parking to accommodate the increasing number of automobiles. His vision was to save customers between $1 and $3 on their food bills and become the "miracle man" of the grocery industry. Despite Cullen's ambitious plan, Kroger chose not to pursue his idea. Undeterred, Cullen took matters into his own hands and, in 1930, opened what is now considered America's first supermarket in Queens, New York. His store, King Cullen, was branded as the world's greatest price wrecker, offering cost-conscious shoppers a large inventory with minimal markups. Cullen's impact extended beyond his initial success. In 1933, he acquired a competing grocery store from Fred Trump, the father of future President Donald Trump. Trump used the proceeds to expand his real estate ventures, while Cullen continued to grow King Cullen's presence. By the time Cullen passed away in 1936, King Cullen had expanded to 15 locations and cultivated a dedicated customer base. The supermarket concept gained momentum, as seen with the establishment of Publix supermarkets by George Jenkins in Winter Haven, Florida, in 1930. This period of economic hardship saw the number of American supermarkets soar from 300 in 1932 to 4,500 by 1939, illustrating the profound impact of Cullen's innovative approach to grocery retailing. Michael Cullen's vision fundamentally transformed the way Americans shopped for groceries, setting the stage for the modern supermarket era. Howard Hughes, oil, aviation, movies. By the age of 18, Howard Hughes was already a millionaire, inheriting a fortune from his father, who had revolutionized the oil industry with a groundbreaking drill bit. Hughes' early life was marked by the success and grandeur of Hollywood, where he made his mark as a film producer. His 1927 film, 10 Arabian Nights, earned Lewis Milestone an Oscar for Best Comedy Director at the inaugural Academy Awards, showcasing Hughes' knack for spotting and nurturing talent. In 1930, Hughes made waves with Hell's Angels, a film that became the most expensive movie ever made at a cost of over $4 million. He followed this with other box office hits such as The Front Page and Scarface, further cementing his reputation as a leading figure in the film industry. As the Great Depression gripped the world, Hughes pivoted from Hollywood to aviation, demonstrating his adaptability and vision. In 1932, he founded the Hughes Aircraft Company, which quickly rose to prominence as one of the world's most successful aircraft manufacturers. His company's innovations extended beyond traditional aircraft manufacturing. It converted military planes into high-speed air races. Hughes became a household name in the 1930s by shattering speed records. In 1936, he set a new transcontinental speed record by flying from Los Angeles to Newark, New Jersey, in under 10 hours. His audacious achievements continued in 1937 when he and his crew completed a round-the-world flight in a record-setting 91 hours. Howard Hughes' journey from a Hollywood film producer to an aviation pioneer highlights a life characterized by remarkable achievements and relentless innovation. His legacy in both the entertainment and aviation industries remains a testament to his extraordinary vision and drive.